Hi, so I'm going to do a little review of a new knife I got today. This is the Boker KWAIKEN flipper. The original Boker KWAIKEN came out in early 13, I think. It's a Lucas Burnley design, and it came out with micarta scales and without a flipper, just with a thumb stud or disc rather. And instantly it seemed to become a bit of a hit with the modders, which basically trimmed off a corner to allow access to the blade tang, changed out the scales for exotic materials like Damascus, and generally sort of took it on board as a very sort of moddable blade. Oh, forgetting how to open these Boker boxes. So in light of that success, Boker went back to Lucas Burnley and came up with a second version, which is what we see here. To be honest, I'm a bit puzzled really, because it seemed to me, looking at Burnley's other designs, that it was very much in the DNA of the knife originally to have the flipper, but there you go. Maybe they saw it as an evolution of their product. Just general advice about the warranty in there. Normal nice magnetic Boker box, little plastic sleeve here. So as you can see, this has got titanium scales. It's got the flipper, whereas the original had micarta scales and was without the flipper and had a little thumb disc here with a cutout here, and the typical complaint was it was quite hard to activate with the thumb disc. These have IKBS bearings, and bearing in mind that's fresh out of the box without any breaking in, that flew out pretty briskly, didn't it? You've got quite a nice stone washed blade here with a very aesthetically pleasing sort of part-way swedge. Feels reassuring sharp. On the opposite side here you've got, if it'll focus, you've got the Burnley maker's mark, or the collaboration mark, and the IKBS. And there you find out what steel it is. It's Oz 8, which I don't know a lot about steels. I'm relatively new to knives, but generally that's considered a bit of a lower end sort of steel. I'm sure it's pretty serviceable. All I would say is that this is in the UK it's a £120 knife, so only £18 more than the original, which is fine, because I think the upgrade titanium scales, the flipper, is well worth it. But sort of Oz 8 for £120, I'm not sure if that's brilliant value. You see it's got a nice liner lock there, with a scallop for the thumb, which is very easy to operate. And again, I'm just doing this through the viewfinder, and it's causing me no problems. It's got a titanium backspacer, a nice recessed pocket clip, one position only, lanyard hole. The fit and finish on this really is quite nice. Titanium scales. I'll be interested to see, I'd like to have a go at putting new scales on this. I'm not quite sure whether it's just a case of undoing these torques or whether you need to take the pivot out. If I can just take them off with this, it will make my life very easy. I fancy sort of putting on a brass or copper scale with a sort of a mock bolster, just a little file line across there, hammered up here maybe. Have a go. I've got a pillar drill on my Christmas list, so maybe we'll have a go at that in the new year. So I don't have any other knives with me at the moment to do a sort of size comparison, but just reading off the specs offline, just check the length of this blade. It's a 3.5-inch blade, 3.2mm thickness, overall length is 8.5 inches, I'm pretty impressed. It's a very nice knife. You know, this KWAIKEN style knife is very popular at the moment. It's a Japanese sort of, I think it's a utility knife, normally a sort of fixed blade sort of tucked into the clothing. Centering looks very good. With the original model there was some comment about being able to catch your finger on that. I don't think that's remaining an issue. The blade tip there. Let's just do a quick paper cut test. So this is just normal printer paper. It's pretty good. Always make this look a bit harder than it actually is. And can I get a bit of phone book paper to work? Probably not, but don't blame the knife. There you go. That's pretty sharp. So all in all, I was really looking forward to this knife, and I think I'm very happy with the purchase. Just put it down there with its box. Okay, thank you very much.